Firstly, I would love to recognize the President of Nigeria, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Federal Government of Nigeria, members of the press, fellow Nigerians at home and abroad, esteemed foreign partners, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here representing hundreds of diasporans, investors, and foreign partners who believed in the renewed hope vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A vision that inspired us to invest massively in the future. But today, Mr. President, I stand here to report the reckless and damaging conduct of one of your ministers, the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer David Nweze Umahi, whose recent public statements and action regarding Windhome Estate have crossed legal boundary, violated constitutional order, and endangered investors' confidence. Honorable Minister has repeatedly invoked your name, Mr. President, in a matter that is currently before a court of competent jurisdiction. This conduct is improper, dangerous, and exposes your esteemed office to unnecessary domestic and international reputational risk. It creates the impression of executive interference, undermines the judicial independence, and breaches the doctrine of separation of power. Let it be clear, Section 1, Subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution is supreme. No office holder, including the Minister of Work, stands above it. This matter is sub judice. Mr. President, this project was conceived to be a tourism-led development catalyst, a model that would inspire millions of Nigerians abroad to return home and invest. We traveled across continents, including Africa, telling Nigerians in the diaspora that your administration would create a safe, stable, and investment-friendly Nigeria. Moved by this vision, Nigerians abroad invested their hard-earned money, and foreign partners committed to infrastructure, including a world-class hospital. Windhome legally acquired 20 hectares of land on 2021, backed by 3 valid titles. The project is financed entirely through legitimate banking and regulated money wire transfer channels. Sendwave, MoneyGram, LeanFi, Western Union, Boss Money, TapTap, and others is within CBN and anti-money laundering compliance. Windhome Global Services Limited is duly certified by the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, SCOMO. That is this. In strict compliance with the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, this certification is conclusive legal proof that every inflow that is legitimate, transparent, and under regulatory oversight. Any attempt to brand such lawful fund as illegal is a reckless falsehood, defamatory in nature, and constitutes a willful misrepresentation that will be met with appropriate legal action without hesitation. These are lawful end funds from hardworking Nigerians abroad, not illicit proceeds. Your public insinuation of illegality are baseless and dangerous, and they carry grave legal and diplomatic consequences, especially when directed at a United States citizen. Such allegation could trigger international legal action, diplomatic escalation, and expose your office to personal liability. Engineer David Umahi. The minister falsely claimed that the court has ruled in favor of federal government and they have judgment now. That is untrue. The case suite number FHC/L/CS/10063/25 is ongoing before Justice Akintayo Aluko at the Federal High Court, Ikoyi, on 13th October. There has been no judgment. The Supreme Court in Governor of Lagos versus Ojukwu, 1986, ruled that no party, including government, may take the law into its own hand during litigation. Any attempt to revoke titles mid-case is void, null, contemptuous, and unconstitutional. More disturbing is the minister's physical visit to the subject property, currently before the court, where he openly declared that he has taken the land himself. Such conduct substantiates the serious allegation and rumor circulating that some Igbo developers in Lagos has allegedly met with him to purchase the remaining Wihome property. Initially, I dismissed this as a malicious talk, but his actions are now giving it the weight of truth. Honorable Minister, let me be clear. If this is in any way true, the legal implications are severe. It amounts to prejudicing an active court matter, sir. Potentially fraudulent interference with private property sends a chilling message to diasporas and foreign investors that their investments are not safe in Nigeria from backdoor deals at ministerial level. This singular act, whether deliberate or careless, is deeply corrosive to Nigeria's foreign direct investment climate. No serious investor will commit funds to a country where a serving minister is seen openly usurping land under judicial contest and entertaining private purchase negotiation. He denied inviting the diaspora, yet letters from the Federal Ministry of Works and video evidence prove otherwise. He denied MTN to Africa advisory, yet televised record shows MTN advisory to go back to the original alignment. He claimed only 4 hectares were affected. That is a gross misrepresentation. This distortion utterly public erodes public trust and damages Nigeria's global image before investors. Minister Umahi has been writing to coalition group bypassing the legitimate landowners and their legal counsel, notwithstanding that the legal counsel has written to him. The coalition of civil society is not Winghomes. They don't have a plot in Winghome. They are just sympathizers, not owners. All dialogue should be formally directed to Winghome Global Services Limited. Through our council, we have offered dates in the 3rd and 4th week of October for us to fly down to Nigeria for proper engagement and dialogue. Mr. President, the eyes of the world are on Nigeria. Diaspora communities, foreign investors, development agencies, rating body, diplomatic missions are monitoring this controversy. Every reckless statement from the minister demarcates Nigeria, raises risk perception, and threatens future foreign investment. This issue goes beyond Winghomes, sir. It touches the credibility of Nigeria under your leadership, Mr. President. Mr. President, this is a moment of decisive leadership. We humbly and respectfully urge you to call the minister to order to stop further reckless statements, reaffirm judicial independence, and impose a standstill during litigation. Constitute an independent valuation panel to assess total diaspora loss. Approve immediate, credible compensation for the affected investment. Publicly correct misinformation to restore investors and foreigners' confidence. Order EFCC/DSS to investigate the Ministry of Works into the 200 million naira cash to USD allegation linked to the ministry. Direct, structured, and amicable dialogue between we homes and your administration. Mr. President, Nigeria stands at a constitutional and moral crossroads. Either we protect the constitution, diaspora investment, and Nigerians' international reputation, or we allow ministerial impunity to erode trust built over decades. The world is watching. This is your moment to show that Renew Hope is not a slogan, but a covenant of justice. Mr. President, we report this matter to you with respect, trusting that you will act to protect the integrity of your office, the Constitution, and Nigeria investment future. God bless you, Mr. President, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.